Welcome back. Today I want to show you an amazing app. It's this ThreeJS Distorter application that developed by Hardrick, which is very known in the Wix Studio community. He's a genius. He creates like a crazy website, and he's developed this app that allow you to distort an image with zero effort, like nothing. And I want to show you because you can create insane effect with it, which is this one. First of all, the guy is a super nice genius, and he create beautiful things. So to get this app, you just need to search for 3JS Distorted in the Wix app market. Once you installed it, this is the editor. By the way, this is a template from Wix Studio templates. It's this one. I was just playing around with the background image of the first section. So once you install this application, if you go to the add panel, so under app widget, you will see this thumbnail, add this distortion image. So we will apply this effect here in our hero section. So by default, if I'm talking specifically on this template, this section came with a background image, and if I publish the website, it looks amazing, right? It's very nice with some parallax effect to the image and sticky to this section, the entire hero section. But imagine that here you can add another layer of user interaction, which will give them like much more pleasant or interesting things to play around while they're viewing the website for the first time. So this application is amazing just for it to create a super interesting interaction. So let's do it. I'll just drag this thumbnail into my section, and for now I'll remove the background because I want to apply the background using the application. So let's remove it, and I'll take this application and stretch it. So let's see what this app have. So it looks like this. This is the 3JS, and inside of it there is only image which you can change. So let's change it to the same image that we had before, which is this one. And now you can see that this is on top of everything. I don't see the label, so I can simply drag it to be the first item in the section, just like this. So right now I won't do anything. I'll publish the website, and you can see how easy it is. You don't need to do anything. So I just publish the website and refresh the live site, and you can see that first of all we have an insane loading. The image loading was with this crazy animation, and then look, out of the box you have mouse interaction, which is distort the image. But of course you can say you want to adjust it, right? So he thought about everything and create a panel dedicated to edit these effects. So if you select not the image but the app itself, you can go to the edit effects and edit effects, and here you have a panel, so you can play around with the effects. So we will go over all these 4 properties and explain what it says. So grid size. So right now it's super big. It's 607 pixels. Okay, so you can see You can see it in this way. So let's change it to something super small and then we will see the difference. So let's do 20 pixels and publish. And I don't want to, I want to compare to this version. So I'll open it in new tab. Okay, so it doesn't show the difference. Let's load it again. Okay, so now you can clearly see that we have some grid or boxes as we move around the mouse. You can see the difference very, very clearly. Here you barely see the grid, and here you can see it it's kind of pixelated, right? So it's two different effects. It looks like completely different effects, but it's actually the same with different settings. Okay, so this is the first one. The second one is the mouse size. So basically, as I'm moving my mouse, you see how many pixels are affected by my movement. So it's not the entire image, right? It's a specific area. So of course, he allows us to play around with these settings. So I think that this is 11% right now, 11% of the entire width of the app, right? So in our case, the app is stretched, so it's from the start to the end of the screen, and the effect is 11% from the total width. So if we will set it, for example, for 90, okay, which should be like huge. So no matter where we moving our mouse, it will affect our image. It will distort it. So let's see. It's not applying the changes yet. I wonder why. Let's do it again. Yeah. So now you can see as I move my mouse, like 90% of the area are distorted, okay? Which is drastic right now. It can fit to a specific need, but you need to play around with the other settings, so it won't be like this crazy. So let's see the third option. The third is the strength. So 36%. Let's read. This adjusts how the strong or intense the liquid effect looks. Okay, so right now it's pretty strong, right? Maybe it's because I set the size like very big. Let's make it 10 again. And then let's set the strength to be 90%. Okay, so I think that it should be stronger, but let's see. So I never know if I see the right version. Okay, so right now you can see that as we move our mouse, you can see that the image is really the strength of the distortion of the image is really strong. But let's set it back to something small. I don't know, 5%. 5%, and let's see the difference. I'll open it again. Yeah, you see now it's very subtle. Okay, it's doing the effect, but it's very subtle. Here it's much stronger, right? All right, so the last one is the relaxation. So the relaxation is how much time it takes the distorted part to go back to its original position. You can see it super clear here. You see that the image is moving, and then each part is going back to its original position. So here it said 95%, which is, I think it's a lot of time. So if we'll do it 10, it should be like much quicker, and like the image will go back to be clear very fast. Let's do it again to be sure that we see the right version. Yeah, so you can see that the images very quickly go back to be clear. All right, so I played around with it and I found that for my design, oh, by the way, I want to show you that it can work very beautiful with an object with solid background. It looks super cool. I don't remember the term or search, but maybe a hat it was. Search for it. It was like this, horizontal. It's a man with a hat. This is what I'm looking for. I hope that I'll find it quickly, otherwise we will, oh, it's this guy. Okay, so here you can see that we have kind of solid background and then an object in the middle that we want the effect to apply on it and not on the background. But because this is a solid background, so you can see that this is working like very nicely. So let's refresh it, and oh, the effect is super small. Okay, so I'll go back to the settings that I found that is working very good for me. Of course, this is my taste, but you can do whatever you like. So let's go to edit the effect, and I save the property right here. So grid size 65, mouse size 50. This one is 65. This one is 15. And strength 10 and relaxation 98. So this is 10 and 98, which is super slow. I don't know why, I really loved it. So let's do it. So you can see the entrance is, it's like pixels that are building our image. It's taking maybe too long, in my opinion. It's super nice, but look at the solid background. Like this, you can barely see what's going on, right? If something is happening. But if you go really close, you can see that you can see the effect. It's only because this image have some blur, not blur. Yeah, I think it's called blur. But look here, it looks so good when I'm so it looks like it's affecting only on this part. Yeah, that's it. I think this application is super strong, and you can do like tons of things with it to make your design, to add another layer of interaction to your design. That's it. So thank you, and see you next time.